Hey everyone, Chris here, Chris and Christian here, or whichever one you prefer. Okay, today's video was supposed to be about aggressive Christians, which I'm gonna have to postpone because I found something more important to talk about, which is, wait for it, why you should transition. Okay, in order to explain, I am going to talk about my experiences and why I should transition. For me, keep on touching myself, like, what's wrong with you? For me, the reason why I want to transition is because, hold on, darn volume was off. Okay, let me repeat this again. Today's video is about why I should transition. Okay, the reason why I want to transition is because it's to become a better person, to become the person that I always was, the person that I am, which is a girl. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. For a long time, I was kind of like, I don't know if HRT would work for me. I don't know if transitioning was the right thing to do. Because I have a family that is aggressive Christians. And anyone knows that aggressive Christians are not too fond of transgendered people. They're not fond of transgendered people. They're not fond of gays of any kind. They're not fond of anything outside of their religion, really. So if you're Jewish, if you believe in Muhammad, anything outside of Christian belief. And in case you didn't know, aggressive Christians are those ones that are always giving you those flyers saying, "Have you been saved?" Which I hate, because you shouldn't force people to, have you been saved already? Have you been saved already? They constantly knocking on your door saying, "Have you been saved?" and whatnot. And it's like, well, in my case, it's like, yeah, I've been saved. Why the hell are you knocking on my door at 6 o'clock in the morning? So it's repetitive. Religion makes God more than what he is. Not that he isn't more. He is. It's just they make it more complicated. Humans do, people. They make it more complicated than what it really is. And I guess that was my topic right there. Aggressive Christians. So I guess I'm doing a 2-for-1 in this video. I'm talking about why you should transition and aggressive Christians. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. I don't know what the title it will be. It has to be something short, but not too long. But that's the topic for something else. Yeah. I believe that you should hold on. I'm trying to angle my I'm trying to angle my finger correctly so that I can actually be pointing at you. There you go. Why you should transition is because well, real question is why not? That is if you're transgender, that is. I'm not saying any old random person, I'm transitioning. Yahoo! I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you should because you just want to. In fact, there is my uncle in particular. He believes that people transition because they're not happy with their gender, and They just want to be different. You know, it's a pure blunt belief that's not really, you know, it doesn't have no weight to it or water to it. The real reason why people transition is because they are who they are. They feel in a psychological way, and in some cases like my case, even physical, that they are female or male, depending on what gender they are, secondary gender they are. Like if you're female, you would feel you'd be male, and if you're male, then you feel you should be a female. That kind of thing. I'm a little sick, you guys, so you gotta bear with me. Yeah, but it's complicated. It's complicated. There's the fact that you may never fit in, which is why you may feel like you shouldn't transition. And I say go for it. Because for me, I've never fitted in anyways. I've never been liked by girls. I've never been kissed. I've never been, anything. I've never been taken out on a date. I've never been kissed by a girl or a guy for that matter. I've never been anything. Which is very lonesome for me. In any case, it's like, what are you doing? And it was just a wake-up call. I didn't really figure out what my gender was or who I was until after my dad died. I identified myself as a guy as a kid, but only because of my dad. And well, my dad was a strong-armed kind of person. For a time when I was little, I had long hair. Like long hair. And I used to be dressed up as a kid in girls' clothing by my aunties. Kind of a trick prank, because it's kind of ironic that they did that, and it's like, I'm a girl. So it's like one of the right things they did. A lot of me being transgendered involved a lot of environmental things that happened to me as a kid, but a lot of it was me being born that way, because I found myself attached to those situations on an intimate level as a kid. So while it was the environment that changed me, it was kind of just activating what was already there, if you understand what I mean. In any case, what else? That's about it. I'll talk a little bit more about my journey and how things came to be in my next video. At least I'll try to, unless I find a better topic. I don't really like to talk about my history because it's kind of foggy, and I don't really remember much. So I'm gonna have to try to remember so that you guys can, understand why I'm on transition. As it's not just simply because I want to become a female and I'm a female. It's a little bit more complicated than that. It's to become a better person. It's that person that you always was and you always knew you had in you, but it's switched. So instead of it being female external and internal, it's male external, while internally you are a female. So you feel like you're trapped in this body, and it's complicated. Anyways, I'm gonna try to do another video. If I can't, then I guess this is it. Comment, subscribe, and I really appreciate if you guys comment and subscribe. Most importantly, comment, because I really want to hear you guys' view on this. Your comments are very important to me, and I would love to read them. If you got any messages y'all want to ask me or any questions or whatnot, fire away. Anyways, that's about it. And please comment. Please. Pretty please with a cherry on top. Please.